issues with an empowering, sustainable, and restorative language.
Everybody's got a little light under the sun, under the sun, under the sun.
As we enter our third year, we are delighted that KBLA Talk 1580 consistently emerges as the talk station of choice for African American listeners. In a vigorous public opinion research study, the 2023 African American Media Issue Survey finds that for the second consecutive year, KBLA Talk 1580 remains the most trusted, credible, and reliable media source in Southern California for African Americans and beyond. Furthermore, 80% of those surveyed agree that outlets like KBLA Talk 1580 provide honest and authentic content about the issues most important to the Black community directly from Black journalists who understand the issues that need to be addressed. At KBLA Talk 1580, we remain committed to curating conversations that matter to you. Thank you for your continued support. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. The station that sounds like the city looks.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does Black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss you. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Turn this off. Let me tell you something. She not your lady if she prioritizes protecting her wounds over protecting her relationship with you. She's not your lady. See, let me tell you something. Wounds get exposed in relationships so that they can heal, so you can create new boundaries, so you can create new understanding. But if she's protecting a wound, if he's protecting a wound, so the wound gets to stay in charge, so the wound gets to continue to choose partners that will feed them, that will keep them thriving in your spirit. See, that's not your man or your woman if your wounds, your internal wounds have turned you into their private security force. That ain't your woman. Huh? Your woman belongs to her wounds. Her relationship with her wounds, with her hurts, matters more than nurturing a healthy relationship with you. What are you talking about tonight? I said, for men looking for a wife, what makes one woman stand out over another? I'm going to tell you what. A woman that is dedicated to healing what she's been through. A woman that won't let her model off the hook. A woman that is willing to stand up to the weakness that actually groomed her. A woman that can say, you know what? I'm not that no more. I'm what I want to be because I'm the author of my own spirit. But a lot of people, right, can love the sickness in their family, but can't love the sickness in the partner that the family's modeling brought into their life. I know y'all not ready for tonight. My. Yes, Lord. I know you're not ready for tonight. My. Yes, yes. Come on now. I need a woman that is in a war with the wounds that raised her. I need a woman that said, you know what? I've conquered some things, brother, and I can give you some tips on how to do it yourself. But a lot of men are afraid to listen when a woman says, you know what? I got a sword. And you know what? I done cut through some wounds. These wounds don't have no dominion over me no more. But a lot of men say, no, honey, I can't follow. I can't bend the knee to your methodology. But guess what? She might be able to inspire you to create your own. But a lot of men don't know how to pick that. Oh, Lord, welcome. Welcome. Ushers, prepare the doors of the church. Yes, 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 yes. The voice of reason. The voice of reason is live on KBLA.
Get ready.
Yeah, we turned up tonight. Let's get my brother Leo from Daytona Beach, Florida back in the building. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, man. I was just going to say something that I personally went through recently. And I was going through a little rough patch with someone talking to. We've known each other for a bit, but we're seeing what this relationship going to look like. And so there were some things that she expressed previously, like, hey, I don't like this, and stuff like that. And so me, feeling like I'm that listener that's going to get it done, I'm like, all right, let me make these adjustments, blah, blah, blah. And so something comes up, and it's like, see, we talked about this, and I'm just giving you the energy that you're giving me. And, we feel froggy sometimes. Like, we be ready. I say we'll hear something, and it's like, well, wait, hold up. But I also understand that, a lot of times we'll take something the wrong way. And if once you take something the wrong way, the majority of the time, even if you're wrong, you'll die on that hill.
Die on that
hill.
So
I try to keep myself, So I try to keep myself from going there. So I'm like, okay, hold up. I don't even know what giving the same energy means. Like, what is she defining that is? Like, what? Maybe I'm missing something. And so we just talked it out. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let me come back to you, brother. Again, what are you looking to do? Are you looking to defend, or are you looking to understand? Are you looking...
Always understand.
Do you see what I'm saying? And this is both sides. This is, again, it's dyadic. It's bidirectional. Are you looking to understand, or are you looking to defend? And many people are looking to defend. Listen, and you see the way I talk on this show. I talk like this in my relationships. And sometimes I'm even more stern, and sometimes I'm even more focused, right? But sometimes that may be taken as, a threat or aggression, or condescension. And that's not the case. If you know me, you know my intent is to inform. Do you understand? I'm not informing from a space of higher or better. But sometimes if you got your fist balled up, you think what I'm saying is a punch. Do you understand? You cannot be a slight collector when your partner is trying to convey to you what they feel and how they feel. Do you understand what I'm saying?
100%. I would put you in the category because, man, I remember you from, the show, was it Black Men Revealed?
Black Men Revealed 2006 and 2008 on TV One, Black Men Revealed, with the late David Arnold. And then in 2008 with the two brothers, the two sports brothers. I was on both those shows. The two live stews. I was on both those shows.
You were, yeah. I've always seen you as a student of learning.
A student of learning. Come on, brother, you know me.
So it's like understanding that, or this is what I'm guessing, just understanding that there's so much misunderstanding. You kind of try to put yourself in the best position for not only you to be understood, but also to understand others. And people just don't get that.
Right.
It like you said, they see it as a threat, or they see it as being haughty or something else, only because most people don't show that themselves, or they don't feel that way.
And look at it like this. Both men and women should lean on each other when they are weak in a certain area. If the storms of life kick your ass and I am the Hercules in the storm of life, take my hand, get on my back, and trust me to get us through to the eye. Do you get what I'm saying? Right. Let me get you to the eye. And then when we get to the eye, we're going to regroup and we're going to set up a plan for how we make it through the other end of the storm. Do you see? But we got so many people that are comfortable doing it their way. Or let me say it this. They like their version of pain. Woo, they don't want nobody else's pain to interfere with the pain they got that allows them to stay in the victimhood. Dude, Brother Leo, you got me on one tonight, man. Let me just say this, man. I appreciate you calling all the way from Daytona Beach, Florida. My brother, we appreciate the call. Listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580 when I come forward. Don't get it twisted. Michigan, Indianapolis, we ready to go.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. Sometimes we try to fit it all in. Sometimes we don't know what's in store. Sometimes we find what we're looking for. Sometimes we're rolling easy and free. Sometimes 1 and 1 makes 3. So much to love along this ride. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Where are we on the lineup?
It's official. Avery is producing Main Street Music Days.
We need to be ready. We're going to have lots of people. What's the status on the new sound engineer?
They need an audio technician to keep things level from sound checks to encores.
Make sure audio from one stage does not compete with another.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates, and you can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Are your investments going nowhere? Here's a tip that always pays big dividends. Invest in yourself, your talent, your smarts, your skills. Maybe it's time to make that investment and start a career in IT or upskill to boost your current career. At My Computer Career, you can bank on us. We'll help you get the right skills and the right certifications to start or advance your IT career. IT keeps growing, so go with the growth at My Computer Career. The right training, the right timing, the right career. Invest in you at mycomputercareer.edu. Start now.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I think my battery's dead.
With free battery testing and charging, AutoZone is here to help.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
What if I need a new one?
We have the right batteries right here at America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone,
And what if I don't know how to connect it?
No problem. We have a how-to for you at AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 joins you in standing for voting rights. When We All Vote is a leading national nonpartisan initiative on a mission to change the culture around voting and to increase participation in each and every election by helping to close the race and age gap. Created by Michelle Obama, When We All Vote brings together individuals, institutions, brands, and organizations to register new voters across the country and advance civic education for the entire family and voters of every age to build an informed and engaged electorate for today and generations to come. When We All Vote empowers their supporters and volunteers to take action through voting, advocating for their rights, and holding their elected officials accountable. Please visit whenweallvote.org to stand up for your rights, voting rights. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're wondering why a man might choose one woman over another? I think this is a great conversation to have, and quite frankly, I actually got the idea of this title or this content from several of my contemporaries who've posted the exact same title, and I thought, let me give it a shot. And I perused some of their videos, and I want to comment on those as well. Additionally, I do want to share with you, I'm going to give you my perspective on this because this actually relates a little bit to my relationship with my sweetheart, Marie, who's back behind me in the picture. All right, so I want to be candid with you. One of my contemporaries did the whole feminine energy that, you have to let a man be a man, and you just sit in your feminine energy, let the man control the dynamic, okay? And I think there's this narrative out there that there's this expectation that all men are James Bond, or confident and virile and all this stuff, and they just want that feminine type of woman who just sits there and does his bidding, if you will. And I know they're not selling it that way because, of course, they're going to sell you on your own confidence and whatnot. But to some degree, that's the expectation. And the reality is men these days, especially midlife men, they've got flaws. They're riddled with flaws. It used to be men would say that they are rather easy, just feed them, give them sex, and leave them alone when they're watching TV. And yet, I'm going to be candid with you, that's not the case. Men are rather complex. They're dealing with childhood wounds and traumas and adult traumas that makes it very difficult for them to actually lean into a healthy, happy relationship. So today I want to talk about some things that I believe are some of the reasons why one man would choose a one woman over the other. And I think it's important to recognize that because of these devices. By the way, I want to apologize. The lighting here keeps going back and forth, so I'm going to turn off a light real quick. Don't leave the camera yet. Don't leave yet. I'm just too embarrassed. And as you can tell, I don't do any editing here. I like to do stream of consciousness, but I do use a orange light to try to balance things out, and that doesn't seem to be working. Okay, so I do believe because of the internet, men in particular, and women, have access to people they never would have been in contact in their life. So this barrage of people has caused this problem of thinking that there is just so many options. We call it the paradox of choice. And because of this paradox of choice, men are oftentimes might meet somebody that they think is a good fit for them, but they go, there might be somebody better. There might be somebody better. So one of the issues is that men and women are both dealing with this paradox of choice. And because of that, I think it's desensitized people or overly sensitized people to not really understanding the real value of a relationship. In fact, these days, I've said it before, I'll say it again, today's dating is just more of a strung out long version of friends with benefits with some monogamy and exclusivity built in. But most folks aren't building the deep roots of trust and the deep roots of commitment very early on to establish a long-term relationship. That's what I teach in my private coaching. By the way, if you need some support, there's a link right here. To schedule a discovery call with me to see if working with the coach is right for you, and there's links below as well. So coming back to this, there's just all these choices out there that's making it more challenging. Now, I will tell you that some men choose a woman over another woman because that other woman is less effort. And what that means is there are some lifestyle differences. Now, we see this frequently. And I've talked to women, by the way, what I'm sharing is true for men and women alike. I've talked to women who say,
some women feel like they don't have to make the effort. The effort is on you, brother. The effort is on you. Some women, some but all, some but not all. Some women feel like you make the effort. Come get me. I'm going to flip it the other way. Come get we. I'm going to come get you, and you better come get me, and we better run into each other in search of each other. I don't want to hear, come get me. unidirectionally. You better come get we. And if my foot on the ground on the left side, your foot better be on the ground on the right side. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, finish that piece. I'm sorry.
Raising small children. Well, that might be the same case for men as well. Some women are less effort in that, and that's more of a compatibility issue we'll talk about in a moment. But more importantly, they're less effort in trying to arrange a date. Okay? In other words, some women are very high maintenance. It's very difficult to arrange a date with a woman. And so we're going to choose the path of least resistance because there are so many available options.
That dude is just, I'm going to go the easiest. I'm not going the easiest route. If I'm Superman, my woman is Wonder Woman. That's what I want. I want her to be self-realized. I want her to be able to see the flaws in me that awaken the flaws in her. And we say, oh, let's go into our separate corners and work it out and come back together better. What's wrong with that? Oh, we got so many people on the line right now. Let's get these folks in here. Let's get these folks in here. For a man looking for a wife, what makes one woman stand out over another? That's tonight's topic. People from all over the country are ready to chime in. Who's been on the longest? Heru Ali, Battle Creek, Michigan. Get in here.
Listen, peace and love to the family of nations.
Here we go. As soon as he start with listen. Listen,
peace and love to the family of nations. Honors, Zoe, Andy, Arabia, and the God Tavis Smiley. Listen, what we not gonna do?
Here we go.
Is act like what we not gonna do is act like that we don't know the type of relationships that we want. Listen, in spite of all the Disney and all of that stuff, listen, here's the thing, because I can go into the AI side of the game, because guess what? There's a topic that I'm going to send to you that deals with AI in relationships, because guess what? Everybody, the perfect man actually exists. But what? You still can't afford them. You still can't afford them. If y'all not ready to go 10 toes down on this love side of the game, on the spiritual side of the game, y'all need to get on out the game. Get out the game. You're wrong. Listen, happiness is a choice. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to not be happy. When a brother is talking to y'all and say, listen, this is what it is, here I'm laying it out, and y'all say, oh, I can deal with that. But then on the back end, you think, I'm going to change all of that. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. And everybody that's listening to me on the KBLA 1-800-920-1580, y'all better support on the YouTube, all of that stuff. Send it in. You're wrong. All your mods, y'all better send that in. And honors to everybody that's engaged. But guess what? Kick it in.
Can I ask you a question,
Kick it in.
Heru,
absolutely.
Have you had a little something to sip on, Heru?
Little something.
Yeah, boy.
Listen, I've been going through. I've been going through. But guess what? I finally got through. Respectfully, go ahead, though.
I love you, brother. Thank you, Heru. Heru Ali.
Peace and love to the family nations. Y'all better support.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it. Heru Ali from Battle Creek. Listen, I'll tell you something else. If you don't understand what I understand about you not understanding, then we ain't got no understanding. You understand? Oh, I love it. The voice of reason is on fire tonight. People from all over the country, they want to talk about it. Who's on next? Ronan, Indianapolis. Get in here.
Hey, what's good, Zoe? How you doing?
Man, I'm alive and well, man. What do you think about tonight's topic, bro?
I want to send a shout out to Hennessy Haru for the
Hennessy
sponsoring information.
Hennessy Haru, yes, my brother. Talk to me, man.
What I'm in the season of is the season of unlearning bad habits.
Right.
That's where I'm at. Because most people, as you said before, some people come with these lofty demands and expectations of other people, but they skip over or they want you to grandfather those failures of themselves for the best things of their life. And then that's not fair to them nor the people they're trying to date or marry.
Would you say if we're good people and we're not physically abusing each other or emotionally is touchy because you can say something and that could hurt somebody, right? So the emotional piece is attached to the verbal piece, and the verbal piece can be subjective. The person who is speaking may not feel as if that they are, and I've been in this situation numerous times. You know, I may not feel that what I'm saying is hurting someone's feelings, right? From my perspective, right. I might be trying to intentionally motivate you in a certain way, and I might have an elevated voice, I may have a stern voice, right? But the person receiving that may feel or interpret the way I'm talking might be condescending, might be microaggressive, right? You get what I'm saying? So yep. That verbal and emotional piece is kind of touchy. But if you're in a relationship with a basic good person, right? At the end of the day, we should be trying to unlock new levels of our spiritual development through the conflict that arises from that unresolved darkness, in my opinion. What are your thoughts?
Right. I agree. It's like in my personal opinion, I believe when it comes to love or actually solid relationships, it requires you to be a fighter. It requires you to fight your negative narratives. It requires you to fight the negative aspects we come with relationships, our selfishness.
Ooh, hold it right there. Hold it right there. I gotta carry you over, my brother. Stay with me. Ronan from Indianapolis is cooking. When we come forward, more heat is on the way.
When you took control, upset my very soul. You always show me that loving you is where it's at, and you made so sorry.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Doug Davis, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. President Biden is opposed to expanding the Supreme Court.
Take a look at overruling Roe v. Wade. Take a look at what the decision today.
In an interview on MSNBC, the president argued that the court has done more to unravel basic rights and precedents than any court in recent history, citing the court's decision to strike down affirmative action programs in college admissions. He believes the vast majority of Americans don't agree with the decisions the conservative majority court is making. The homeless population in Los Angeles continues to grow. The latest count shows a 9% jump countywide and 10% jump in people living on the streets in the city. The annual point-in-time count was released Thursday morning by the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority. Olympic gold medal winning gymnast Simone Biles is returning to competition. The four-time gold medal winner will take part in the U.S. Classic in Illinois in August. And that's the latest. I'm Doug Davis from the Black Information Network at BINnews.com.
Need an accident attorney by your side? All you got to do is call the accident guys.
Injured in a car accident or at work? The accident guys can come to you almost anywhere, so you don't have to come to us. Se habla español.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
Boldly taking talk radio where it has never gone before. New vistas, new voices, new views, new visions. New victories. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we're taking public media black.
Are you a small or micro business owner looking for ways to succeed after the pandemic? LA County has got you covered. Gain access to economic opportunity grants and technical assistance to help your business thrive. Whether you need mentorship or capital investment programs, they're here to help. Find out if you qualify at recovery.lacounty.gov/programs. That's recovery.lacounty.gov/programs. LA County and you, moving forward together.
Mom's early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take.
And when I left the oven on, we decided together that it was time to see a doctor and make a plan.
Early detection gave us more time to seek out information and support as a family.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
KBLA Talk 1580 stands for Unity and Healing. African Focus Incorporated is a nonprofit organization based in California that focuses on the growth and well-being of Africans all around the world. Their mission is to promote the well-being of people of African descent through knowledge and appreciation of one another by building a bridge of love and understanding. African Focus Incorporated strives for cultural, educational, and economic growth. They're the organization behind the African Family Induction Ceremony, African Goodwill Awards, African Focus Trailblazer Tours, African Dance Competition, and Showcase Los Angeles, Family Day, Good News Windows Microfinance Project, and more. To volunteer, travel with African Focus, or to attend one of their community building events, please call 310-676-7730. That's 310-676-7300. Or visit AfricanFocus.org. This is a diaspora-wide community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, I'm Tavis Smiley, inviting you to join me weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 noon for conversations that matter. Every day I talk to influencers, content creators, trendsetters, change makers, and world beaters who are doing their part to make America a nation that will one day be as good as its promise. So be sure to join me, Tavis Smiley, weekdays 9 a.m. to 12 noon as we curate smart conversations for smart people just like you.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black. This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Kiss me, drive me crazy. Would you do that for me, lady? my baby. Girl, if that's a fact, lady, then melt into me, lady.
Melt into me.
As though we were wax.
As though we were wax. Let it.
Erase all my maybe.
You erase all my maybes.
For me, lady.
Man, turn this off. This is depressing. Women don't want to be this. What? We got a new type of woman out here now. That don't even feel right no more. Can we just be honest? Men, who and what should we be looking for? Somebody that is aware of their attachment style. Somebody who is aware of the communication style they modeled from their parents. Somebody who is aware of the wounds they brought into the relationship from their upbringing. Somebody who has been actively working on their communication style. Somebody who has been actively dealing with themselves. Somebody who is locked in. Man, do you know one of the most childish things you can experience with a person is when every time they see a different facet of you, they're thrown off their square. Wait a minute, Zoe. That sounds natural. No. Listen to what I'm about to say to you. When you dealing with a person who has dealt with their own wounds, even if their pain and the circumstances around it are different than yours, pain recognize pain just like game recognize game. Do you understand me? They're going to be able to say, oh, there he going through something because I've been through. Do you hear me? That's how a woman can come and pour. That's how she can pour and a man can pour. He can say, oh, you done beat something up in yourself. You done jailed something in yourself that needed to be imprisoned. That's how you choose a woman. What's your attachment style? Who raised you? What are the limitations in their spirit? What demons are they wrestling with right now? And what part of that demon is in your DNA or he-na or she-na? Huh? That's what I want to know. We got to deal with that. Right? These are the stimulating conversations I want to have. Oh, we got to have shared interests and goals. No, we don't. If you got your own goals, I'm going to be a cheerleader for your unique goals. If I got some unique goals that I want, just cheerlead for me. How about that? We cheerlead for, we ain't got to share. You know what? I like engineering. Me too. You know what? I like math. Me too. I need some variety. See, you don't get harmony unless you got different chords. You got different notes, different strings that create the harmony. Do you understand? It ain't got to just be about shared interest and goals. Right? You don't have to think like I think. I don't need a yes person, but I do need somebody with pom-poms who see that what I'm doing might not be your cup of tea, but it is powerful. It is meaningful. It is contributing something to the world. You might not be able to contribute anything to it, but guess what? All you can do is say, brother, I see you putting the time, energy, and effort into. A man loves that when a woman does that. Oh, we live in a society that said, get that from your mama. Huh? Get that from her. That ain't my job no more. But what I do need from you is mutual respect and admiration. Love on me like I love on you. Encourage me like I encourage you. Uplift me the way I uplift you. Support me the way I support you. Right? Don't ghost me the way you ghost your wounds. Ooh. 1-800-920-1580. Let's get my man Ronan back in here to finish his final thought. Wrap it up, Ronan.
You definitely hit the nail on the head with that, Zoe. They got to be battle tested. That's why I said, love requires courage. Do you take yourself seriously? Because if you don't, watch it. Like, I need to see if you're battle tested. Like, I know you're dealing with things, and we don't have to be involved in the same thing, but I want to see if you have that same passion within yourself, if I could support that and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can extend that.
Brother Ronan, long time no hear from. You know you got to get in here. You know you got to call in. You know you got to support the show more often. I appreciate you for jumping in here. Thank you, brother. It's all love. Indianapolis is in the building because of Ronan. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me, 1-800-920-1580. Let's get John from Mountain View, Hawaii. John, get in here.
Wow. This show has been incredible, though.
Not to everybody. You know why?
Well,
before you get your point off,
yeah,
you know why this show ain't incredible to everybody? Because the man bringing it to you, because the man bringing it to you is flawed. Because the man bringing it to you is not coming as some type of harbinger of pure light. I got a little dirt in my light, so not everybody wants to accept this message. Go ahead, John. I'm sorry. I digress.
No. So you're digressing. There's no need. Warrior to warrior. Standard bearer to standard bearer. Like it was said earlier, we recognize the pain within one another. We understand the struggle that it is to get to this point. Brother, I see the stars and stripes on your chest. I see the ranking that you stand at. Zoe Methuselah, bruh. You're standing with a fellow warrior. I got you, guy. I got you.
Brother, I needed these words, man. I needed these words.
So I understand what you're going through when you bring these topics up. I understand the words that you're trying to make sure people understand, but in the same instance, of course, nobody has to get it when we get it. And we have to be patient on the level of your turn. I get it. I'm waiting patiently.
Man, that's fire, brother. And I appreciate it.
But again, battlefield tested. And before I start cussing, because again, I'm an old soldier.
Don't start cussing. Don't start cussing, brother.
I know.
Don't start
but nonetheless, continue the work that you're doing. Encourage the others as you can. Plant the seeds as you go along. Maybe somebody else has to water it. But again, do your work. Everybody, do your work. Because the consistency of your work brings about a betterment for the rest of us.
Right. Man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, brother. John, Mountain View, Hawaii, aloha. We appreciate the call. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We got to listen, we're going to come forward. But when we do come full circle, we're going to speak to our home girls. The ladies are in the house. Detroit, Michigan, Houston, Texas. We on fire tonight, and they got a lot to talk about.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
The pandemic may be over, but many Angelinos could be at risk of losing the place they call home. It's important to know your rights as a residential renter in the city of LA. Did you know eviction protection still exists for unpaid COVID-19 rental debt that was due before March 31st, 2023? And that you have 5 days to respond to an eviction notice, also known as an unlawful detainer. Learn more about your rental rights at housing.lacity.org. Be informed, be protected, be at home.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Men, you fought hard for the role that you play in your children's lives. This Father's Day, Cordell & Cordell celebrates you the entire month of June. Join us every Friday for our live webinar series, Father's Fridays. There you'll receive much useful information from our panel of speakers. To register, go to CordellCordell.com/Father's Day.
1455 Frazee Road, Suite 1050, San Diego, California, 92108. CordellCordell.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action is the youth component of the impactful CBO, known as the Community Coalition. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action has chapters at almost every South LA high school. Say Yeah, as they are popularly known, is located at 80th and Vermont, but serves young people all over South LA. Under the COCO umbrella, they train youth organizers, help underserved scholars prepare for college, and work with students to help them gain admission to top universities. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action fosters teen activism, where young people have led campaigns moving tens of millions of dollars to South LA schools and forcing officials to make AP classes available to students in under-resourced institutions. SCEL scholars have taken part in the March on Washington, been published in major news outlets, and been elected to city council. Long before she was mayor, Karen Bass started the program when she founded the Community Coalition. To donate, volunteer, or enroll a student in South Central Youth Empowered Through Action, please visit cocsouthla.org. cocsouthla.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Wait, hold on. We got to do better. We got to do better. Put that unexpected record on. The next one. Nobody expects this. Nobody expects this one. Come on. Come on now. Come on.
Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am, and I am yours. My love, there's so many ways I want to say I love you. Let me hold you in my arms forevermore. You have gone.
Come on.
And made me such a fool.
Ain't nobody ready for Kenny Rogers.
In your love.
Come on, man.
And
written by Lionel Richie.
We belong.
Come on, man. Hey. The voice of reason is on fire tonight, man. Let's get these callers in here. We got sisters on the line. Let's get them. Attila from Houston, Texas. Get in here. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Oh, wow. I was not expecting that.
Hey.
How are you? No. Oh, my gosh. Wow. This topic is so deep. It's so deep. I can't speak from a man's perspective, obviously. I'm not going to even try. But what I can say, when I from a woman's side, is I hope that each and every woman that's in this chat and listening is doing the work that they need to do to prepare themselves, right? When you were speaking about women, those of us like who have done our work, who are honest about our scars, right? That's a tough place to be in, to even, I think, reveal that, right? Because you might be scared of being judged or whatever the case may be. But
guess what?
Guess
what, Attila? He's scared too, because everything you just listed, he probably got that wrong with him too, right? So that's something he got to deal with as well. Keep going, honey. Keep going.
So So, but my question is, how can you deal with that together? Is that something that needs to be done separately?
No, you see, the person, unconsciously, the person comes in to bring peace to your wounds by doing what they say. I know people are not ready to hear it that way. That's how we use the person in our life. You come in to be the performer. You got to perform for my wounds so they keep quiet via my expectations of you, which are co-authored by them. See, when you say let's do the work together, that means we're holding each other accountable. We're looking at our wounds. We're not judging the wounds. We're looking at our partner's wounds. The mirror reflection from the holographic mirror reflective relationship. We're not judging each other as we're processing. But far too many people have a norm that hurts. And when a person comes into their life that exacerbates that norm, in other words, agitates it and makes it hurt, they go, you know what? I'd rather be with the wounds than with you.
Yep. I'm literally there right. Listen, Uncle Zoe, oh my God. Yes. Keep going. I'm sorry.
No. You keep going because I got to get to the next caller. But I appreciate you for answering the call. Thank you so much for bringing Houston, Texas in the building. I love you. I love you. I love you. We appreciate it. Call in anytime. Monique, Detroit, you're my final caller. Get in here.
Hey, what's going on, Ro?
Yes.
I can't call you uncle. We got to be bro and sis. You know what? I realize now that I'm starting to, a big wound that I'm starting to look at, and I notice the change in my other half. Because now that I'm showing that wound and what's really going on, I can see his vulnerability coming out. And he's able to talk about or even exhibit certain behavior. And it was something you said earlier, and I didn't even realize we did it until you said it. When you realize the flaws in each other and you go back in the corner and you take some space. You know, we had to do that this week, and I'm letting him have the space because you got to do you.
Right. Somebody calls
I realize.
I think one therapist calls it the helicopter effect, where you envision yourself in a helicopter hovering above your head and watching how you interact. The helicopter effect. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying that I realize, usually I feel like I'm a little selfish. I realize you got a lot on your plate. And it was time for me to let you do, take care of it. Even if, I can step back week, 2 weeks, whatever it takes.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Yeah.
Monique, I love the fact that you call in and you are transparent and you are open about what you're going through. And just know that this is a safe space for you to be able to talk. And I'm glad that I have this radio platform because it teaches me. I haven't mastered the safe space in my own relationship. Sometimes I get frustrated and disappointed and I may shut down. But here on this radio platform, I am required as a professional to keep this as a safe space. And I'm glad you call in and share. We appreciate you bringing Detroit, Michigan in the building. Thanks, love.
You have a good weekend.
All right. Thank you. Yo! The voice of reason has been on fire. A woman's emotional intelligence, unresolved childhood trauma, and communication style can certainly influence her desirability as a partner for a man seeking a committed relationship. However, it is important to know that desirability is subjective and can vary from person to person. But here are some things that you might want to look at. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence refers to a person's ability to understand, manage, and express their emotions effectively. A woman with high emotional intelligence can be desirable as a partner because she is likely to have a better sense of self-awareness, empathy, and ability to communicate and manage conflicts in a healthy manner. These qualities can contribute to a more harmonious and fulfilling relationship. A child wants you to be quiet and not deal with it and let time do what is. No, that's not how this works. You have to do it yourself. And when I say a child, I mean a spirit child, not a chronological child. But I want you to understand emotional intelligence is something you must cultivate in order to be picked by a man. But these points that I'm bringing up are not gender specific. They go bi-directional when it comes to the gender. Unresolved childhood trauma. I got some. Unresolved childhood trauma can impact a person's emotional well-being and their ability to form and maintain healthy relationships. If a woman has unresolved trauma, it may affect her ability to trust, communicate, or regulate her emotions, which can potentially strain a committed relationship. Brother, you better look for the signs of unresolved, unemotional trauma. Yes, she that body is fire. But if that unresolved or unacknowledged emotional trauma is there, that might not be a good choice for you, brother. Communication style. Effective communication is crucial for a successful relationship. A woman's communication style can greatly influence her desirability as a partner. Open and honest communication, active listening, and the ability to express needs and boundaries can contribute to a healthy and fulfilling relationship. But she's got to be on top of this stuff. It is important to remember that these factors are not the sole determinants of a woman's desirability as a partner. Each individual has unique preferences and priorities when seeking a committed relationship. It is essential to consider the overall compatibility, shared values, and mutual respect between partners to determine desirability in a relationship. And let me tell you something. We run out of gas on a lot of these things. And that's okay. When people actually love each other, you get to run out of gas. They show up in the relationship, what's that, tow truck, and they got a little can of gas for you because you was stuck on the side of the road. Real relationships know how to figure it out. Listen, you may not agree. I started the conversation. You end it. The voice of reason is on fire. I hope everybody out there enjoys their 4th of July weekend. I hope I wish nothing but love for everybody. Please, man, continue to be safe out there with the fireworks. Nothing but love. And up next, you already know, RSVP with Jill. That's how I'd say it. RSVP with Jill. She gonna come in here and keep the fire lit. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'll see y'all next week. Holla.
The faults I have in my life, I chose you. I chose you. I chose you. I chose you over the others, over my pride. 'Cause you're the best thing in my life. I chose you. I chose you. I chose you.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Doug Davis, and here's the latest from the Black